What is this right here? God damn. Where's Brother Garfield?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Brother Garfield?
Amun-Re incarnate.
Brother Garfield got a show talking about survive the Hebrews every week, right?
Right.
Brother Garfield, shout out to you, number one. He also has a show where, he typically critiques, not just Hebrews, but, several doctrines within the community. But Brother Garfield has a question he loves to ask. And many in the room know exactly what I'm about to say. What's the oldest inscription for Judah? The kingdom of Judah didn't begin until the Greeks came on scene. What you talking about? There was no people called Judah before the Greeks came on scene. Well, Brother Garfield, I invite you to take my Metal course that starts next month. And once you complete my Metal course next month, you'll be able to not take my word, 𝑓 word, or the rest of the Amun-Ra squad's word for what this says, because you'll be able to read it yourself, buddy. 𝑓്𝓱𝓃 I near the temple relief of Amun-Ra in Karnak captives from the kingdom of Judah. We have the double reed leaf right here, which gives us the Y. We have the 𝑓്𝓱𝓃, which gives us U, as in the letter U in English. So far we have U. Then we have the hand glyph, which gives us D. And then the glyph right below it gives us the H. We have Judah. Right there, Brother Garfield. That's on the 𝓍𝓭 relief, buddy. And these are the primaries. It's right here. Now, here's the point that people argue of why they believe this may not be referring to Judah. You see, I could just easily go on to the next slide and say, this is Judah. Let's go on to the next slide. But that's not how we do objective scholarship. And I'm using the moment to do what I think I do a good job of, a fairly good job of, which is teaching. And as a teacher, you have to be objective. So you don't just give your argument as you know it, but you also give the counter argument so that people are aware of both sides. Because why would you hide the counter rebuttal so as if to say that maybe you have something to hide? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give the counter rebuttal to why this may not be Judah. I'm going to read the rest of it. The rest of it, this glyph right here gives you the M. You usually find it as the initial glyph in Ma'at. Mm-hmm. The hand is an A. The lion, remember the crouching lion I said, gives you an L when we're dealing with foreign languages. But if this was the Metal that we're dealing with exclusively, meaning the language, this would also be an R. Many who have the Metal keyboard on their phones know that this is an L, the crouching lion. So we have M-A-L. The cup or the basket gives us the K sound, which is malak. The word in Hebrew for kingdom is malkut. This is a transliteration of the Hebrew word for kingdom, just like this is a transliteration of the Hebrew word Yehuda. How do we know it's talking about a people called Yehuda? This glyph right here, the determinative at the end, that we see at the bottom of all of the glyphs. All of these glyphs have the very last determinative is a land determinative, which lets us know we're talking about different Canaanite kingdoms that are conquered. And it's the land determinative, aside from their name, that's letting you know we're talking about Canaanite cities or kingdoms. Here's what Egyptologists do. They say, this is not referring to the kingdom of Judah. They say the word is Y-A-D, which in Hebrew means hand. And this is M-A-L-K, which is king, Melech. So they say this is the hand, Yad HaMelech, the hand of the king. Now, question, and I'm speaking to the people of Kemet, because I know the Hebrews just going to want to agree with me. Mm-hmm. And I don't want that. I want objective ears and eyes. If this is literally meaning the hand, Yad, mind you, that's Hebrew, because in the language of Kemet, the word for hand is not Yad. That's Hebrew. So clearly, you know we're talking about a transliteration of the Hebrew language using the Medu glyphs. So Egyptologists say this is Y-A-D, which would be hand or Yad, and the H-M-A-L-K is HaMelech, hand of the king. I have a question. If this means hand of the king, then why is the glyph for land there? What land in all of Canaan is called the hand of the king? Somebody's translation is wrong or bogus. Somebody has an agenda. Why do they not want to say what it says? Because, by the way, for those who don't know the metanoeta, you didn't catch on. For those who do know the metanoeta, you already caught on. The 𝑓 gives you the U sound, not the A. In Hebrew, hand is yad, not yud, not unless you European and speak Yiddish. The Hebrew word for hand is yad, so there would not be an U here. There would be what we see here, the arm glyph for A. This says U. Anybody who speak the metanoeta right now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is not the 𝑓 the U sound or the double O in English, which will give you U? So that's yud. Woo! That's not the Hebrew word for hand. The Hebrew word for hand is yad. But this says Yudah. Malak, the kingdom of Judah. And how do we know that the correct translation is in fact the kingdom of Judah? Because the glyph for land, city, and kingdom is right there.
Wow, I told you. The brother coming back stronger and powerful, yo.
Now this comes directly out of the Metropolitan Museum.